Alright, I'm not sure how much we lost on the last segment when it stopped. So sorry if it stopped abruptly. This is just perfect fourths between strings here. It's pretty much a pattern chart. Any pattern is going to be in perfect fourths, and you just use it, as I was showing you, to hit the warp at different places. Okay, so the same thing with these intervals. They're all intervals. Say this is your lowest E here. This is the low E. This is the high E. Okay, this, I'm going to call this string 1, 2, 3, and 4. So this would be the intervals in those strings, and it would also be an interval between strings 5 and 6, as I just described the string numbers. But it would not be the interval between string 4 and 5, as I just described the numbers as the low E being string 1. So these are the intervals. Here's an augmented fourth. Okay. We have a major third here. We have a minor third. We have a perfect fourth straight up, and we have a whole step. Okay, that's the long one. That's the long one, because you're practically going down to the same note. So that's what this chart is showing. And then we have root, something to do with root. We have some substitutions here. This is an interesting thing. I don't want to spend too much time on it, but if you look at the S3XL, which is 5, 6, 7, root 2, 3, notice this pattern is even shaped like a 2. It's even shaped like a 2. How can I draw that? I guess like this. 2. There. It's even shaped like a 2. So root 2, 3. My handwriting is terrible. 4, 5, 6. So you see the S3XL makes the pattern starts on a 2 and ends on a 2, so we can substitute it where a 2 goes. So if I'm starting on the fifth of C, which would be G, we can do the S3XL. It's like a good bass line, right? Because really it's like a Mixolydian, it's like a Mixolydian thing, you know. See. But it goes up to the sixth, and that's an interesting thing, because we can also do the reverse of this is a 5-6 substitution. We can put this entire big guy into this little 5-6. So that's what that's showing. We'll do one of them. So we go. Okay, now here we're going to do the S2, S3L. So it goes. Then we want to come out of that and go. We've got to warp up. That's how that substitution goes. You can just put that right in there. Okay, that's substitutions. That's this chart, which was, you know, labeled substitutions or something like that. If I could undock it, we don't want to undock. There it is. Transitional substitutions. Pattern triad, pentatonic scale, that kind of thing. So it's substitution chart. That's what we learned there. Not sure what the significance of this particular fretboard was. I guess I didn't get to discuss this, but what this is a root arpeggio fretboard that has all of the arpeggios in the mode. So we have the Mixolydian up here. This is major. We have the major Lydian here. Same shape. You see the same shape there? And then the major over here, the Ionian, is the same shape. So we have a G shape on the bottom, going to 3 to the bar, and then up we have back to a minor third. Same thing with Lydian. Got a G shape on the bottom there, major G shape, 3 to the bar, minor third. The root, starting on the root, G shape on the bottom, 3 to the bar, minor third. Okay, so that's the one fretboard that shows all the root arpeggios. What do I mean root? It starts on the root. Dorian, the root of Dorian is 2. The relative root of the Dorian is 2. The relative root of the fourth is 4. Like that, 4, 6, root 4. Same thing, start on 4, go with G shape. Now I can't bend that note up. You can't bend an open string note up. Remember that if you're weighing, should I play an open string or not? If an open string is detuned, you can't bend it up. So think about that before you you know, decide whether something's 50-50 or not. Moving right along in charts. Oh boy, what do we got here now? Chart 105, key of F fretboard. Wow. Did the whole thing a key of F fretboard. You can see how this is E, would be the 7th of F up here. And I was talking about yesterday that you can move these are magic circle shapes. They don't overlap. They're neighbors, except for the one that has a river in it between D, E, D, and C. So here's E, here's D, and here's C, and here's the highway, the black highway. Sometimes it's black, so that's the highway. So E and C are like this, okay? But E and D share notes. D and C share notes, but E and C are like this. C and G are like this. Okay, so this is your magic circle going clockwise. E to C is a third, only a third, so that's why we have this fret there, the missing fret. Because from E to C in the magic circle is a third. On the magic fret, if we look at the magic fret, which is for the key of C, okay, but this is the key of F, so the magic fret's going to be the D fret. Okay, so D is the 6th of C, but still it still holds. The magic fret's going to be the 6th of the root. So it doesn't matter what key it is anymore. You know, we just kind of shoveled this stuff off stage right here, and we've got our magic fret. 6, 2, 5, root 3, 6. That is your magic circle, okay, which is 6 is like, you know, you could look at it in the key of C would be, with the magic circle for the key of C is over on the A note, so it would be A, D, G, C, E. C always goes to E, so you know what I'm saying? So that's what I'm saying right here. The magic fret for the key of C, which is the 5th of F, is A, D, G, C to E, then back to A. That's only a third. C to E is only a third. That's how the magic fret works into that. But it's not good to talk about a chart that we don't have. Let's just talk about what we got here. So this is just doing a whole bunch of stuff in the key of F so that we can get the 7th. We can get the entire E shape when we're dealing with the key of F. So we can get to the entire tripentatonic E box right there. We've got the 7th. You know, it's great. We can do all that.